Hi guys, welcome to my channel and my very first video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this balloon garland for my cousin's bridal shower. This was my second attempt at making these decorative balloons. I still struggled a lot, but I'm just going to show you guys how I got through it. So let's get right into the video. The first thing I got ready was the balloons I was going to use for the garland. I went with two different shades of blue and white balloons because the bridal shower I was hosting was a winter theme. I also brought out a piece of string that I got in a balloon garland kit that I bought off Amazon, but I didn't actually end up using it. Instead, I used this balloon decorating strip that I also got off Amazon for like $4. After I got my balloons and material ready, I brought out my dad's air inflator. You don't actually need like any special air inflator, but it really makes the job easier, especially because there's so many balloons to blow up. I tried to blow up a couple myself at first, but I nearly passed out after the 5th balloon, so I had to take the easy route, but just do whatever works for you. But if you are using a machine, just make sure the air isn't too high, otherwise the balloon is going to burst, and obviously I'm speaking from experience. Once I had the machine ready, I started filling up the balloons with air. I was just filling up enough balloons for my base, so I wanted to start off making my balloons bigger. But you don't really know what sizes you want till you start actually adding the balloons onto the plastic strip. I would recommend just randomly filling up the balloons until you got a good chunk to start adding them to the strip. Once I had a good amount of balloons, I started adding them to my plastic strip. The plastic strip is just this long strip with little holes in it that you can stick the balloon ends through. I've seen people make these strips by sticking really long pieces of tape together and then hole punching holes along the tape, but I'm really lazy, so I just found it easier to buy it. Once I had the first balloon dangling at the end of the strip, I just started adding balloons all along the strip until I had this long tail of balloons. Once I had this long tail of balloons, I just brought it up to the wall I was going to put it up on. And obviously I needed help for this, so shout out to my friend for helping me. Because I made these balloon garlands once before, I already knew how I wanted to hang up the balloons. I had little thumbtacks already stuck in place to hold up the garland wherever I wanted to stay in place. The way I did this was I left 3 or 4 holes empty on the plastic strip so I could thumbtack the strip in place to hold up the garland. You may have to end up having to remove some of the balloons while trying to find a way to hold it up, but that's okay because you'll end up re-adding more of the balloons to the empty spaces anyways. Once I had the base of my garland on, I went in and I started adding more balloons into the spaces I thought looked empty. Sometimes I was able to find empty holes on the plastic strip and add my balloons on, but for the most part I used tape to add the other balloons on. If you're taping the balloons, make sure you're using a good amount of tape to secure the balloon in place because I guarantee you they will fall off within a couple hours if they're not taped on right. And once again, I'm speaking from experience. This is also a good time to start filling up more balloons because now it's easier for you to estimate the sizes and colors you're going to need to make your balloon garland look the way you want. Once I was happy with the way my garland looked, I started filling up my clear gold confetti balloons to give my garland a more aesthetic look. I didn't want to go crazy with these balloons because I already had 3 colors, so I only added a couple. Once I was finished adding the gold balloons to my garland, it really brought the look together. It looked even better on the day of my cousin's bridal shower. It brought the whole theme together and it just looked absolutely amazing. She was really happy with it. If you guys liked this video, can you guys please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment, I don't know, all that YouTube stuff, so I can be encouraged to make more videos like this.